There's a wonderful book from the 19th century called Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This talk has nothing to do with her, but I will use the title, Pride and Prejudice, because this is about being proud. Because being proud can be pride. Christians will know what I talk about. Pride, one of the 7 deadly sins. So let me get directly close to the subject. I, for instance, have a lot of different gifts. One of the gifts is talking in simple language with hopefully thrilling examples. But I cannot be proud of it because it is not my doing. I was born that way. We can be proud of things we achieved in our conscious lifetime here on Earth. And basically people and things we can influence. Now, for instance, if you're born American, and if you're proud to be an American, can't be proud of that. Not your doing. Just came to Earth on some point in place, space and time. Space-time, basically. Space and time. Sorry, English not my first mother language, so sometimes there's certain glitches. So being prideness and proudness. The only ones who can be proud to be American are those people who chose to be American. So basically, only immigrants who are legal in the United States, but not born there, they're the only ones who can be proud of being as Americans. Anybody who's been born in the United States cannot be proud of it. Neither, by the way, can the DACA kids, because they were brought as babies to the United States so that they had nothing to decide on that matter. Now, isn't that really curious? It's a bit like, like I always say I have blonde hair. Good friend of mine always says, he calls me Blondie, basically, because he says, like, girl, that brown hair. Cultural difference. I was born a German. I'm not proud of it. Because that would be illogical. Isn't that such a German thing to say? Anyway, I consider myself a blonde. And maybe there's people who are proud of being blonde. But for reasons I explained already, you cannot be proud of being blonde. You cannot be proud of being black, actually. Because hair color, skin color is a couple of genes in our genetic makeup. And we've got 20 to 40,000 different genes and I think something like 3 billion DNA letters, something like that. So basically, I've got good teeth. I've never had cavitis and I'm 41. Can I be proud of that? No, I inherited from my father. Anything you inherit of your father, you cannot be proud of. Well, but you can always go to Africa, shoot some elephants, and cut off their tail. That's something you did yourself that you can be proud of in the name of species protection. I digress, but I hope you had fun with that particular kind of digression. I was at the topic of being blonde. That blonde hair really creates a problem. I mean, for instance, I always look at how, is there still hair there? No, there's not. use the middle finger to point that out. And, and I don't know what haircut to get and so on. But there is one single consolation. Thank God I'm not orange. That horrible people, I tell you. Just believe me, 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 just believe me. I mean, I've heard it say, some people say it, actually, a lot of people say it, most people say it, it's probably true, it's true, it's true, it's true, it's true. Just believe me, just believe me, just believe me. Can be proud of your own achievements. Can be proud being a human being, meeting other human beings. And you can be proud to save mankind from crazy presidents, because we don't want little rocket mans. And we don't want the biggest, best rocket man with the biggest button ever. You know what? We don't want either. We just want a world which is sane again. Bye from Berlin, everybody, and stay safe. Whoever, whatever you are. Bye-bye.